On today's show, Tesla keeps radar for Australian customers, how an electric vehicle charging service station might look, and a lot more. Welcome everyone, my name is Chris and I cover from an Australian perspective everything happening in the space of renewable technologies like electric vehicles, battery storage, wind, solar and more. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thanks for coming over here. Do subscribe, it does help the channel. If you want to see early access to news, polls, behind the scenes and a lot more, consider joining me over here on Patreon where you get all this and a lot more. For only $2.50 per month or 60 cents per week, yeah, it's a great way to support this channel and show us some love. And a big shout out to my producers, Alan Burnt, Ashley Hill, Nigel Farrier, and Tessa and the Gong. Alright, let's get into the news. Hot H time. Kind of. Meet Spanish born and bred, the Cupra Born. Yeah. A small hatchback with almost 50-50 weight distribution built on VW's MEB platform and no less than four battery and charging variants. Exterior design delivers a strong, sporty character with lots of lines, aggressive tail ends, and a mix of many cars we see on our roads today. Starting off with a 45 kilowatt-hour battery providing 330 kilometers on the WLTP cycle, the single motor 110 kilowatt, 310 Newton meter version drives the rear wheels for a 0 to 100 time of 8.9 seconds. Not hot hatch. Bypass the slower 58 and 77 kilowatt-hour battery versions and instead go for the E-Boost 58 version, which pumps out 170 kilowatts and 310 Newton meters of torque, and this will get you to 100 clicks in 6.6 seconds. It's getting close there, but it's still not especially fast, is it? But considering that I haven't even stepped into this car, it's perplexing. The bigger battery version, due to its weight, is slower, but obviously can go further and accept a higher rate of charge at 125 kilowatts. Interior looks pretty nice, with those fetching arrow things, serious blue tone styling, sporty looking seats, and eco-conscious upholsteries of sequoia yarn and Dynamica micro suede, which are recycled plastics and t-shirts. Yeah, t-shirts. Car controls, just like most cars these days, is done almost primarily through that 12-inch central screen. A wireless full-link system means that infotainment can be connected to both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto wirelessly. Very nice, like that. Music is enjoyed via the optional 9-speaker Beats audio system, an augmented reality heads-up system which projects crucial driving information onto the windscreen and appears layered over the real world. Data that's displayed includes driver assistance indicators, vehicle speed, navigation commands, and more. The Cupra Born has 4 different drive modes: range, comfort, individual, and the fun one, Cupra, so that you can get as much punch out of those electric motors. Production starts in September this year, with deliveries in Australia in 2022. Hyundai has released images of its newly upgraded XCIENT fuel cell heavy-duty truck, powered by hydrogen. I've detailed this truck previously, and if you want to know more about why I have reservations about hydrogen, fuel production, higher costs, and its limited market, please check it out up here because, well, it's only a 5-minute video and explains a lot as to my reservations around hydrogen. And so, keeping this in mind, Hyundai has upgraded the XCIENT 180 kilowatt hydrogen fuel cell system paired with its 350 kilowatt electric motors to achieve better fuel economy and some cosmetic changes on the outside. In addition to the hydrogen fuel cell system, it actually packs in 72 kilowatt hours of high voltage batteries to provide additional source of power and range. And that range, I hear you ask? Hyundai claims that the XCIENT maximum driving range is around 400 kilometers. 400 kilometers! I'm gobsmacked too. Knowing that the Tesla Semi and this truck from an Australian maker is actually capable of doing more than this, I have to ask, why are we bothering with hydrogen in commercial vehicles, in cars, and all that other shenanigans? I do see a future for hydrogen in long, shipping, like shipping across oceans. I see it potentially in cruise liners, maybe airlines, going from Melbourne to London, if that ever happens again. But do we actually need it in trucks? I don't think so. The South Australian government is taking proposals for a $13.4 million plan to build out an EV charging network of 530 fast chargers. Since the announcement, supermarkets, motels, holiday parks and petrol stations, some 600 in total, have registered to host electric vehicle charging stations. Taking a look at this map, it seems very comprehensive for Greater Adelaide area, but I'm not sure on remote regions of the state. However, the government's paper offers a glimmer of what one of these dedicated charging sites could look like. Something which we're all accustomed to. Looks very much like a service station, doesn't it? This reminds me of a video I've seen from Bjorn, and we'll link to that and this article can be found below. Alright, time for a quick round of bites, and this next car is by definition definitely a bite. Check out the E-Lino electric car. Designed for the European market, this micro EV is capable of carrying 2 adults and 3 cases of beers. Beers, get on the beer. Weighing just 513 kilograms, it has a maximum speed of 90 kilometers per hour and 200 kilometers of range. What do you think? Would you be comfortable in something that small? For me, I'll be worried about what would happen if I got in an accident. Polestar has announced its official launch date in Australia, November 2021. Detailed in the Driven by Bridie Schmidt, the Polestar 2 will be on show and available for test drives in showrooms called Polestar Spaces. Available to order online, this model very much reminds you of Teslas. Well done. Pricing is not yet known, but with the Polestar 2 costing €39,900 or about 63,000 Australian dollars, my guess is it will be the mid $70,000 mark. Can't wait to see this on our roads. Nissan has released more pictures of its first upcoming EV, the Ariya, with Monaco Grand Prix serving as its backdrop. Since unveiling the EV, Nissan has received more than 34,000 pre-orders for the all-electric coupe crossover, which they promise will have powerful performance, connected technologies, and a revolutionary new EV design. A worldwide launch will be soon, but no word yet on when Australia will get it. Tesla has been working on what it calls Tesla Vision, its camera-based autopilot system that no longer requires radar. On their support page, they're going to detail how the Model 3 and Model Y vehicles built for North American markets will no longer be equipped with radar and instead be the first Tesla vehicles to rely on camera vision and neural net processing to deliver autopilot, full self-driving and certain active safety features. If you look at the Tesla Australian website, you'll note that radar is still there, providing 160 meters for vision collision avoidance. But turn on the US version from May this year, and you'll see it has 250 meters of range and no radar. Elon Musk notes that Tesla Vision works better than the best human because it's like having 8 cameras. It's like having eyes in the back of your head, beside your head, and has 3 eyes of different focal distances looking forward. This is, and processing it at speed that is superhuman. There's no question in my mind that a pure vision solution, we can make a car that is dramatically safer than the average person. This is great and all, but my fear is that for markets outside of the US, we constantly see multi-year delays on products and features. Full self-driving, anyone? And I do hope that this feature with its improved safety isn't something that gets delayed everywhere else. Folks, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, do consider subscribing, share it on your socials, give us a like. If you want to support the channel at the next level, join me over here on Patreon, where you get early access to news, polls, behind the scenes, and a lot more that you just don't get here. Otherwise, you be good and you be green.